Hello everyone, right now we have just returned from our Florida trip and this time it was the eastern side of Florida, that is Miami. In this video you will get to see only what we did on the first day of our trip. Since this was a budget trip, so we wanted to plan something which will cost us less amount of money, and when we saw that we could get the flight tickets at a much lesser amount from the airport kiosk, then we decided against driving all the way to Florida as we did in our earlier trip. Yes, when we visited Pensacola and Panama City, we took almost 15 hours to reach Florida from Texas, whereas this time it was only 3 hours by flight. Tried to take minimum amount of luggage. We did not have to pay anything for our personal items, but we had to pay $69 each way for our checked-in item.
So today is our vacation and right now we're waiting for our Uber to come here to our apartment complex, Enclave.
And where are you heading to?
Miami.
It was early in the morning and the flight was at 9:38 a.m. We reached Dallas airport much ahead of time. Still, it was so crowded that we were getting really tensed. Ultimately, the boarding began, and let me tell you by this time that what are the things that we did and what we planned to cut down our overall cost of this trip. When we checked for the prices of the flights from Dallas to Miami International Airport or Lauderdale Airport, we found that the ticket prices were too expensive. So we had our tickets from the ticket counters which are present in the airport itself. Then we tried to gather as much information as we could from the different videos and posts that were made on the social media about this trip to Florida. Of course, we had few things in mind to plan for, where we wanted to go and where we wanted to have fun, but still we thought of those things which would cost us less amount of money. For example, we had a plan to visit Wynwood Walls, but when we saw that the ticket per person is $12, immediately we cancelled this idea because Wynwood Walls is in Wynwood Art District and that district is full of presentation of art at every corner. So personally, I feel that if you don't visit Wynwood Walls but still you visit Wynwood Art District, you would have almost same experience totally free of cost. On our way to Miami, we faced this kind of turbulence. It may appear to be scary, but it was not. To cut down our costs, the next thing we did is to book a room to stay in Florida, which is in Homestead, and that is much lesser known area, still very safe. We could get some mesmerizing view of the coastal area from the flight itself. With clear sky, we could see the different shades of blue and green. Though there were many agencies to rent a car, but still we chose economy to cut down our cost more. We selected a standard mid-size car with full insurance for 6 days. With that, we submitted $75 to take care of all the tolls during our entire trip. This was particularly needed because we had planned for visiting Florida Keys, but if you are not planning to go there, then I hope you are good to go without giving any tolls anywhere. After arriving at Miami International Airport, we had to take a train to reach a place where all other car renting agencies were there except economy. And to reach the spot from where we could get our car, we had to take a shuttle. Both the trains and the shuttle service were free of cost. The per day rent for our car was $15, and this was the cheapest deal we could find. We reached Miami on 29th of May and we were about to come back on 3rd June, and the flight was at 5:45 a.m. in the morning. Initially, we planned to rent that car only till 2nd of June, that is for 5 days, but afterwards we wanted to ensure not to miss the flight because it was early in the morning and we had to get an Uber from hotel towards airport at least 3 a.m. in the morning, which could be a problem since we didn't know about the Uber service there. Then we planned to take the car for one more day so that we didn't have to depend on Uber service. After getting the car, we started for the place where we were about to stay for next 5 days. Suddenly, the rain-laden clouds got over the clear sky and the rain started. It was Travelodge by Wyndham, and we took this because it was giving the free breakfast every day. There were all the basic amenities that every hotel can offer. The service of housekeeping was great because they used to change the towels and bed sheets every day, which is really rare. They used to clean the room in our absence. Still, we could find all the things at the same place where we used to keep. After unwinding and taking rest for half an hour or so, we started once again for a place to eat something because we were very hungry. Earlier we planned for an Indian restaurant, but there was a parking problem there, so we thought of shifting it to Persian. The name of this place was Shah's of Kebab. It was a small place, but the food was very tasty. Though the food was very expensive, still they gave some free appetizer, salad, tortilla and yogurt. For our main course, we ordered a family platter which consisted of 4 types of sauce, kebab, tortilla and rice. Yes, grilled tomatoes too. After finishing our meal, we went to a place for viewing sunset. Actually wanted to go to South Point Pier, but we could not make it as parking was full there. So we went to the park instead. The ambience was very calm. It was a nice place to spend the afternoon after day's work. Taking care of the children is very easy here because there is a play area. You can also walk by this road or sit idle at one place, or there are many restaurants nearby which will obviously serve you good food, so you can enjoy the view and have food together. Some people were also sitting on this grass, but to see the sunset clearly, you need to go near the water body. While sitting there, we saw 2 boats and one of them was having a party. They played the music so hard that sitting on the shore itself, we could hear that. Since Miami is in eastern side of Florida, you just can't expect the apparent descent of the sun below the horizon, but you can have a view that the sun is setting behind the big buildings. We use the sunlight to have some good photos. Our initial plan was to visit Wynwood Art District just after getting out of the hotel room, but after that we got so hungry that we had to spend some time in the restaurant. After that the sunset was about to happen, so we had to go directly to South Point Park. So there was no time left and we were also tired, so we came back to the hotel after this. Though we could cover only one spot on the first day, but on the second day we covered 4 beautiful spots, so stay tuned.